Hey guys, it's me Sam. Firstly, I would like to apologise about the fact that despite me saying that I was going to be doing Vlogmas videos throughout the month of December, it turned out that wasn't the case after all. Really am sorry that it just didn't work out, and hopefully this video will kind of like explain why. I've not been myself. I've been quite down for the last few weeks, and kind of after some advice from you guys. What would you do if you had been in the situation I have been in? As you all know, in October I started my new job at Drug Medical as their sales executive. Well, that's the title that they led me to believe that I was, and basically I was meant to be doing the same kind of job that I would have done when I was at Image Technique, for example. That hasn't turned out to be the case at all. Originally, when I started there, I had my own office. They gave me my own office because they thought, well, seeing she's going to be on the phone a lot, she needs the peace and quiet so she's not disturbed when she's making calls. About a month ago, they decided to evacuate me from my office and move me to the other side of the building where the customer services and the production team were based. And that was fine, it was great. It was like, okay, fair enough, it'll give me the opportunity to get to know the ladies a little bit more. Although there has been a few occasions when I've been on the phone or I've been wanting to make a call and I've had to like not make the call because it's just been a little bit rowdy over there. It hasn't been that bad. I could deal with that. That's not the issue. My issue is, now I've got a bad knees. My knees are doomed, to be perfectly honest, guys. And after injuring myself tidying up my back garden in the summer holidays, I've damaged the bottom of my back, which is one of the reasons as to why I have actually put all this weight on, because I'm not moving around as fast as I used to be able to, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, I can't cope with heavy lifting and I can't cope with walking or standing up for long periods of time. Now they've won this great big tender for a massive hospital near to where I live, and basically the products that we have to send off to this hospital, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of boxes that have to go out. We're talking about 75 boxes with, say, about 300, 400 of the products in these boxes having to be taken out of the boxes, labelled, put back in the boxes. And basically it is very much hands-on. I am not going to deny that. Everyone does, well, I say everyone, most people do help out in that. But one of the things that I pointed out to him after the first time this happened, I was having to like lug boxes up and down the stairs and I could feel my knee going. I could literally feel it going, which was a bit of a shitter really, because it hadn't been playing up for some time and my back was actually feeling quite good as well. So I was feeling, quite not healthy but fit-ish. Anyway, I wasn't in as much pain. And after the first time I was having to get these boxes ready and this, that, the other, I, as I said, could feel my knee going. The next day I woke up and my knee was so swollen and I could barely put any weight on it, and I had to walk to work and, I had to limp there, and I said to my manager, it's not good, I've really hurt my knee doing this, and he promised me it wouldn't happen again. But it did. See, for the last 3 weeks, especially in the last week running up to Christmas, I had to work down in dispatch, which involved me labelling up products, getting them ready to be going out to the hospitals, helping with stock checks. I've learned how to use the it's not the franking, it's for, I've learned how to use the UPS, it's like, for UPS to be like our courier and to pick up, it's like, basically I know how to get orders ready to be taken away by UPS So yeah, I've been learning all sorts of stuff down in dispatch. Anybody would thinking, in a way, it was like they were training me up. So if and when they needed my help again, I would be able to go downstairs and help out. A lot of heavy box picking up and stuff like that, and I feel used. My other issue is that my manager is supposed to be my manager. Now I've had many managers over the years, and I have always found that with my managers, they will talk to me, whether it's on a good or a bad capacity, but there is some sort of a relationship. You know, they will spend most of the time talking to me and, things like that. My manager, well, I'm lucky if he speaks to me at all in one day. Most days, it wasn't just nothing. The other afternoon, because the dispatch girls finish at 4:30, so then I can come back upstairs to my desk. And he was up on our side and he was talking to one of my colleagues. And he was sat at my other colleague's desk because she was off. And he literally just ignored me. It was like I was just completely invisible. I just don't feel part of the team. There's been a couple, there's a couple of ladies there that, they've been brilliant and they've done a really good job of making me feel wanted by them. But when you just know you don't belong there, that's how I feel right now. I just don't know what to do, guys. I mean, I came very, very close to not going back a few weeks back. It was just something my manager said to me that really got me down, and I was just like, really? And then after finding something out about him a couple of weeks back, it knocks me off even more. He felt I weren't putting my weight enough on the phones, and then he said that one of my emails I'd sent to a surgeon in regards to getting a response back for a quote. He said it came across as being rude. In my opinion, it wasn't rude. It was just like very straight to the point and direct, as for so, you haven't been in touch to let us know whether you wanted to action this quote or not. Is there any particular reason as to why not? I found out a couple of weeks ago that my boss is 21 years old. I have children older than my boss. And from the sounds of it, he's had no previous experience in being a manager. From the sounds of it, I think he's worked there before in the past, then he's gone off to university, then he's come back. But in that meantime, he's also worked on doors at clubs in Worcester. How he's got his job as a manager, I don't know. Anyway, to me, he has no experience in being a manager. He has no actual experience, from the sounds of it, working in sales. It sounds to me like he's just got lucky, because there's been a massive turnover or turnaround in regards to the staff there. Staff have come, staff have gone, and bad things have been going on over the last few weeks in regards to a previous director and some other employees, and basically they've been doing a dirty and Judd and going to previous supply to people that they supply to and saying they can't provide you with this but we can, so if they let you down, come to us, we'll help you out, that kind of thing, which is a bit shitty, I must admit. When people pull that stunt and it's just shitty, so I can understand the anger there, but at the same time it just made me think as to why this is occurring. However, the chances of me finding out for sure are going to be nil, because nobody tells me shit. They don't tell me nothing. I'm not kept in the loop about anything whatsoever. I feel like I'm a bit of a burden, really, and I don't like it. I don't like feeling like that. So this is the situation I'm in, guys, and I need your advice. What would you do if you was in my position? Would you do what I am thinking of doing? See, before I finished last Friday, I cleared my browser history on my computer. I've cleared out my desk. I've brought all my stuff home. I'm meant to be going back on Tuesday the 2nd of January. But to be perfectly honest, guys, I don't think I want to go back. Would you? The only thing that is basically saying to me that I really should stay there is the money. The money is really good. I can't deny that. You know, this is probably the most I've ever been paid in any of the jobs I've ever had. But is having the money with the pain that it's causing me in regards to my knees and my back, and in all honesty, it's bringing my depression back. And I know it is. I don't feel like me, guys. I feel very down. I feel very weepy. I feel like I just can't be bothered to do anything, hence one of the reasons why I've not done any vlogs. I couldn't do it. And at the same time, I didn't want you guys to see me as low as I have been. I mean, today I've made an effort, and bless my daughter, she straightened my hair. She had some straighteners bought her for Christmas of her nan and granddad. So she straightened my hair this morning. We went out to Bromsgrove and we did some shopping. So at some point I will be doing my Boxing Day haul video for you guys. But I felt like I owed you a reason as to why I haven't been about. And at the same time, ask your advice. You guys have been so good. So many of you, including, you know, for example, Sam, brilliant. You know, I can always rely on Sam to give me her thoughts and her opinions. And basically, I am putting it out to you guys. What would you do? I have no other job to go to. However, it's not stopping me. I am obviously looking for work. I'm applying for other jobs already. But is it really worth me going back to this job? Myself personally, I can't see how what I'm doing is going to make much of an improvement to the company and the way it's run as it is. They have a great customer sales team as it is, lovely ladies called Sally and Susie, and they do a brilliant job. They do. I cannot criticise them. Their work is top notch. And they've got a good marketing team. I say good marketing team. They just need a bit of a kick up the bum, and I need to get their heads into gear as to what it is they should and shouldn't be doing. But in my respect, basically they got rid of a load of reps that they had got via agencies that were on the road going around hospitals throughout the country generating business. Basically they've got rid of those reps and took me on to replace them all. So I'm irrespectively doing the job of 10 other people, but on the phone I can't see how it's going to work. Yeah, I've been looking, and I did actually manage to get a quote through via myself, but the way it actually works is that a lot of stuff goes through procurement, so it's the supply chain that would put the orders through. And the way procurement works, you've got loads of different people that work as buyers, and if, say for example, one department needs, you know, wires and pins for the orthopaedic theatres or needles or whatever basically that is used in theatre, each buyer has specific kind of equipment they would deal with, and then it's down to that buyer to decide who is the cheapest person to buy that product from. So they will contact several different companies, not just where I work. They will contact several different companies to get quotes from, and then go, well, they're the cheapest, we're going to buy from you. That's how procurement works, and I know this is the case from my time when I worked with Image in signage, because it was this similar kind of thing. We would do a quote for a company as well as two others, and they would then go with whoever was the cheapest. I can't see how this is going to work, and I don't think it is working, because procurement and buyers, they will contact the company themselves to say, look, you know, we're after this is what we want. And if they've been used to contacting Sally, for example, who's the customer services manager, then that's who they're going to carry on contacting. To have someone completely randomly new to the company who's got nothing to do with customer services or marketing and isn't a sales rep, so there isn't a chance of me being able to go and see them to talk to them about this, that and the other, because that's not my job, that's not what I've been took on to do. I don't think my manager's thought things through properly. I just don't. I think he just wanted a muggins to come into the company and to generate appointments for him, which wasn't, once again, in my job description. It was not something that was discussed with me in an interview that would be what I would be doing. Same as working as dispatch. I mean, he did say to me, how versatile can you be? You know, if we needed you to help out such and such, would you be happy to do that? So, little bit crafty there, you know, I was asked that, but they did not once mention to me I would be doing heavy lifting or working downstairs in dispatch, which is something I've never done before. I've always been an office worker. I am not a manual labour person. I mean, I'm so knocked off. Doing that has completely ruined my nails. I mean, that got ripped off completely and was bleeding everywhere. That got ripped off and was bleeding everywhere. Ruined my nails because of that frigging job. I'm so angry. So angry. I spent, say, 3 weeks total max really helping out in dispatch. And only one person said thank you, and that was Savina, one of the girls that I was working with, who actually does work in dispatch. You know, she's the same age as my daughter, and she's a strong little madam, and she was just like, you know, I'm really, I don't know what we would have done without you and this, that and the other. But then she did drop a little bit of a bombshell herself when she went, well, it wasn't like you really had much of a say, was it? She's right there. I didn't have actually a say in the matter. It was just like, oh, we need you to do this, and I'm just like, okay, as long as no heavy lifting is involved. And I'm like, oh, that won't happen. And it did. And then it's just like, and then when I whinge about it, I get told, oh, come on, we all have to work hands-on here. You know, what's your problem? I'm like, I'm an office worker, not a labourer. It ain't what I do. Oh, get over yourself. Get over myself. So, guys, come on. Please tell me, am I just being a lazy shit who needs to get over herself and suck it up? Or should I be like, hang on, this is not the job I applied for, and leave? I've already discussed it with Jess, and she understands and she accepts the fact that if I want to walk, she's fine with it. I mean, she's okay, she starts learning her job next week, so, you know, she said if it comes to it, Mom, and I'll just have to do what you've been doing for the last 5 months with me. I'll have to stump up the money for this, that, the other. We will be fine. I think Jess is just scared because obviously she's seen me with my depression, and obviously she's had her depression, so she completely understands. And yeah, when she sees her mum come home from work crying, and I do, sometimes I just come home and I take my coat off and I dump my bag and I just sit down and I cry because I am so not happy that day. I've been mornings when I've literally cried before going to work and felt really sick, and I think I've already made my mind up, guys, but I just want you to tell me, what would you do if you was in my position? Because, as I say, it has really screwed me up. I'm just not myself. As I was trying to explain earlier, went out with my daughter earlier, and this is the first time that I have worn makeup properly like this for like a few weeks, because my opinion has just been, what's the point? What is the point in me making myself look nice? You know, I remember the one day I went to work, this is before they dropped the clanger on me, and I was all suited, well, it's not completely suited to be, but I had a nice blouse on, nice pair of trousers, I'd done my hair, I'd done my makeup, my nails looked immaculate. You know, I looked really quite good considering the state of me in regards to my weight. I spent that day lugging boxes up and down the stairs in heels. That was the day when I ended up mashing up my knee again. That's not on, is it? It is so not on. And you see any of the men lugging the boxes up and down the stairs on their side? No, not at all. How is that fair? I do not know. I think it's completely wrong. Anyway, guys, this is over to you now. Tell me your thoughts. I'm going to be back at some point, as I said, because it is Boxing Day. Yesterday was Christmas Day. I guess at some point I'll do a video to show you what I had for Christmas. I'll talk more about that in that video. And as well as that, I can show you what I bought for myself in Bromsgrove with my little Boxing Day haul. Planning to go to Worcester tomorrow because I want to go to Lush. No online sale, guys. What the hell? Well, I suppose after last year's escapades, it doesn't surprise me. So I want to go to Worcester tomorrow because there were no buses running today, so I couldn't go down there. So there best be some stuff left. I want to go to Lush and Worcester and try and get some nice bath bombs and stuff like that. You know what you do for half price. So, touch wood, that's still happening. So I'm going to conclude this video. If you enjoyed watching me whinge, let me know. Give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to express your opinions, if you would like to tell me what you would do if you was in this position, please do so, guys. I really want your opinions on this one. I need as much help and advice as I possibly can get. Thanks again, guys. As I said, I'm so sorry I haven't been about. Hopefully this has explained why. So until I see you again, you take care, and don't forget, your opinions mean a great deal to me. Don't forget to let me know below. Bye for now.